Hello and happy Tuesday, if it is Tuesday when you are watching this video, or happy whatever day it is that you happen to be watching this video. Yay! This is the, what is this, seventh video in the introduction to the Linux command line in Bash the command line. And today we're going to be talking about tar, which is a command that allows you to compress and uncompress a bunch of files, or also kind of zip up a directory of files or a group of files. This is kind of like zip, but a bit more advanced. Now, the reason that I'm doing this in this order is because I'd like to give you the basic tools that you use most often when you're on the Linux command line. And so, we've done some just basic file manipulation now and learned how to edit some things and just gotten some introductory stuff. One of the most common things you're going to do is you're going to download a tarball and open it up. Or you're going to have some code or some group of files that you need to either save for the future or, hand off to somebody else or whatever. So you're going to need to take those files and you're going to need to combine them into a tarball. So we're going to learn all about how to use tar. I swear, every time I record, I start coughing. I am not coughing when I'm not recording. Ah! This is why I'm not an audiobook reader. Okay, so let us get started. I just want to let you know that this command is probably going to go across 2 different videos because I'm going to teach you some basics and then I'm going to teach you a bunch of cool advanced stuff with tar. Okay? All right, so let us start with the very basics. Let's ls and look to see what we've got here. We've got that automate online materials directory from yesterday. So we're going to turn that into a tarball. All right, we're actually going to turn it into 3 different tarballs to teach you 3 different ways to do this. So the first one is tar-c vf automate online materials .tar automate online materials. Now, what is happening here? The C stands for create. The V stands for verbose. You don't need the V, but if you don't have the V, you won't see what it's doing. It'll just end and say, yep, done. Whereas V will, show you what's happening as it's happening, which especially if it's a really big bunch of files, just makes you feel better because you're like, yes, it's still working. The computer hasn't hung. And F stands for file. We're putting this into a file. If we didn't have that F there, it would actually just send the code for smushing everything in to the standard output, which would be useless unless you were piping it to something else. But we haven't learned about pipes yet. Okay, so tar -cvf automate online materials.tar, that's the tarball that we're about to make, and automate online materials, that is the directory we want to tar up. So I'm going to hit enter, and boom, you see how that showed us everything that was happening. Now if we type ls, we can see that there is an automate _online -materials.tar. All right, so the second way to make a tarball, I'm going to go up so that I can get to that thing that we had before, and then I'm going to alt back 1 word at a time. Now, this time, instead of just saying CVF, I'm going to say CZVF. Now I'm going to alt forward to the end of this tar, and I'm going to write GZ. Okay, so the Z says to turn this into a GZ style tarball. The GZ is a kind of compression. In a minute, you're going to see why we do this. And everything else is the same. Hit enter. And it did the thing. ls. Now we've got our tar, and we've got our .tar.gz. Hold on a second, because in a minute I'm going to show you the difference in the sizes. But let's do one more kind of tarball before we move on. So this time, we're going to go back. Whoops. Not one letter at a time. Try a word at a time. Alt, B. B, 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 B. Instead of that Z, we're going to say J. And now I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to say BZ. Now you could put BZ or BZ2. I'm lazy, so I just put BZ. So tar, C, J, VF, automate online materials.tar.bz or BZ if you're not a USian. And then everything else is the same. I'm going to hit enter. And you see that took a little bit longer. So let's look. And now we have a tarball, another tarball, another tarball. We've got a BZ tarball and a GZ tarball. So let us ls-l automate .tar star. Let's take a look at, oh, wait a second, let me go back. I keep doing that. All right, let's actually do LH, because I want to show you the sizes of them in human readable sizes. Okay, so hit enter, and you can see here that the original tarball is 9.5 meg. The second tarball, the BZ tarball, is 8.4 meg. And the GZ tarball is 8.3 meg. So the smallest one was the GZ. Now that actually surprises me because I have been told forever that BZ is smaller than GZ. And I am sure that I have looked at other tarballs where I've done both GZ and BZ, and the BZ came out smaller. So I'm wondering if it's a matter of the types of files. That's possible. I will have to go look that up to find out what makes one of them better compressed than the other. The thing we should learn is how to see what's inside that tarball. I want to know what's in the tarball without actually taking everything out. Okay, so the command for that is tar-tvf automate dot, let's take a look at tar first. Boom. And we can see all those files. We can do the same thing with the tar.bz. And we can do the same thing with the tar.gz. It's the same. It doesn't care how the tarball was made. Unlike when we compress and uncompress, we actually have to tell it which one. Okay? So that T stands for list. I don't know how you get list out of T, but there it is. V for verbose and F for file. And now we want to actually open it up, because if I ls, you'll see that it hasn't opened anything up. So I'm going to make a new directory, because if I just, if I do this now, it's just going to overwrite the existing one. So make dir new automate. And let's cd into new automate, and we'll tar -x zvf up one automate online materials.tar.gz. So it knew that it had to use the GZ one because I've got that -xzvf. All right, now I'm going to hit enter and ls. There is our automate online materials inside the new automate. Okay, so I'm going to rm-rf that automate online materials because we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do it for the BZ file. So I'm going to go to the end with Control E, and I'm going to change this to the BZ. So remember, the J is for BZ, and the Z is for GZ. Yeah. Enter. And away it goes. So that is how, excuse me, you get your files back out. Oh, ls, you see it's there. I'm going to remove it. Automate online materials. I'm removing it because this time we're just going to do the tarball. So if we just do the tarball, let's go back with no compression. All we have to do is XVF. And boom, there it is. And there it is. So that's how you extract. X for extract, C for create, T for list, and J gives you the BZ compression, and Z gives you the GZ compression. All right, so I think that's all for right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you how to update your tarballs and how to add things into your tarballs and take out just one file from a tarball if you wanted to do that. Okay, see ya tomorrow.